My cousin's here with her Jamie. Didn't know she was coming. She lives in Columbus, Ohio. So she's just here in the theater, and here we are. Okay.
I was in the neighborhood. We were just in the neighborhood. We thought we'd
walking by. I'm gonna look at my phone because everything else you're gonna hear tonight is brand new, which is great. So I'm gonna talk about coming out. I don't even know my cousin. We'll figure it out. Turns out, I don't know, I'm 37. Turns out I figured out in the last couple of years that I'm bi. Super. Awesome pandemic quarantine discovery. But it's like, it's like, the funny thing about it is that like none of my friends were like super surprised. Like a couple of them were like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure, great. And a couple of them were like, yes. No one was like, what? I don't know. Did I just do Tim Allen? Yeah. Speaking of Tim Allen, who watched Home Improvement when they were a kid? Yeah, because my feelings about Patricia Richardson should have been an early indicator that I was queer. There were a lot of early indicators. That's the thing. Since I've come out, I look back and I'm like, wow, there were signs, like early on signs. Like, I had feelings about Carmen Sandiego. Thank you. I had feelings about Gaia from Captain Planet. Someone please get this reference. Mary Poppins, I feel like, though, the Mary Poppins thing is not just a gay thing, it's also like something else is going on there, but Miss Frizzle. Anyway, Miss Frizzle is gay, and gay, or maybe pan. Anyway, that joke was meh. Later on, I was like C.J. Craig. Yeah. Somebody got it. West Wing. Dr. Crusher from Star Trek. Yeah. Professor McGonagall. It's a thing, okay? There's some people, it's someone's kink. Apparently it's mine. Which is funny because when I speak in a British accent, people think I sound like her. So, it's less of a joke and more just a observation. Like looking back the music that I listened to, like Tracy Chapman, Ani DiFranco, the Indigo Girls, like Kate Bush. Kate Bush is like perhaps one of the queerest queer icons ever. Her last name is Bush. Like that's all I should have needed to know. And I should have known. Holy shit. I like ladies. But yeah, also stuff I used to say, right? Like things I used to say and not know. I used to say things like, I just don't know why I'm just really comfortable in queer spaces. I don't know why that is. It's weird. Or I'm not gay, but like I really like dudes, but I kind of wish I was gay because like women, just women. Or I'm just such an ally. I'm just such an ally. Strong ally. Some of you are laughing a lot at that joke. You might want to figure maybe allyship is something more. But I'm attracted to women, and then also, unfortunately, much to my chagrin, I still like dudes. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and be like, ah, yes, I am just fully gay, fully lesbian. I'll go to a coffee shop. I'll be having a beautiful fantasy about my life and our house and our 2 dogs named Daphne and Velma. And then some dude with a flannel shirt and a beard will walk in and be like, hey, bam, I'm ovulating. Stop loving them or liking them. Yeah, and actually one of my friends was asking, one of my straight friends was like, oh my gosh, I'm so curious, like, what's your type? Like, who are your celebrity crushes right now? And I was like, Dame Helen Mirren. And they're like, oh, okay. And I was like, Sigourney Weaver, Emma Thompson. And she's like, oh, that's great. Like, anyone closer to your own age? And I was like, Viola Davis. Isn't Viola Davis in her 50s? And I go, Viola Davis. That's what I said. And that smoothly transitioned me to another strong Black woman who saw Wakanda Forever. Okay, if I didn't know that I was queer before watching that movie would have confirmed it. Because holy Angela Bassett. Like, what? Oh. Like, I know she's like super happily married to a Courtney B. Vance, but like, I'd do anything for that woman. Like, I wrote down things I would do. You know that TikTok? Because you guys are cool, you know TikTok, where it's like, the audio is like, kneel for no bitch, and then it's like, kneel for one bitch. I would kneel for Angela Bassett, I would bow for her, I would commit to carefully crafted casino ice for Angela Bassett. This will be in that movie. Again, I'm good at movies. I hope. And, you know, after me talking about all this, you might be thinking like, well, is she bi or is she just like into women? And I'll bring you to this. When I watch Sense and Sensibility, there's a lot going on, right? Kate Winslet, Emma Thompson, I've talked about her before. But let me tell you something. Alan Rickman, Colonel Brandon, he does like a hair tussle. And he says to Eleanor, give me an occupation. I'm like, oh, I'll give you an occupation, baby. Right here, it's here in me. In me? Yeah, it's in me. It is. Change the subject abruptly because I also have undiagnosed ADHD. That was another COVID thing. It's just like, I want to be like a superhero that's like, neurodivergent! I'm here, I'm late, but I'm... There were two, this is actually the same day at work, so like a dancer and another guy, PA, they're talking about how they eat M&Ms, which is a thing apparently, and they're both just like freaking out because they both eat M&Ms the same way. What are you talking about, Giancarlo? What are you talking about? He's like, oh, here's what we do, here's the thing, she does the same thing, I'm not alone. You take the two M&Ms between your fingers and you like push them together until one of them like swooshes flat. It's like a competition. And then the one that smashes you eat that one first, and then you take another one out of the bag and you have another competition. And I look at this kid and I'm like, dude, that's not how fat people eat candy. And he was like, oh, well, how do you eat M&Ms? And I'm like a fucking person, bro. Like I'm eating them. Like there is a darkness in my soul, a cavity, a cavern, a deep crevasse that needs to be filled, and I'm filling it with candy, you asshole. And then he was like, do you want to know how I eat Kit Kats? And that's when I was done talking to Giancarlo.